What the balls? I accidentally pressed stop and I cut myself off. Let me do it again. Okay, so you already heard about all me moving in and stuff like that, whatever, blah blah. So the other day I learned about this. I'm gonna go off topic. I don't care. New topic. The other day I learned about minuscule worlds, like, you know, microscopic kind of things. And I read in the paper about this thing called a zebrafish. I'm just gonna read the article. The zebrafish is bright and striped, and it can regenerate its fins, its heart, and its brain. That's crazy. That's insane. So if it can regenerate all those things, is it immortal? I don't know. It's not very large in an aquarium. It grows to less than 2 inches long, so it's smaller than the picture that they give you. What's even smaller is a zebrafish embryo. And what's even smaller than that is the embryo's blood-brain barrier, the system of vessels that sneaks through the brain to deliver it oxygen. And that is pictured here. And then they show you this wonderful picture that Jennifer L. Peters and Michael R. Taylor took by scanning a live zebrafish embryo and creating tiny sections as thin as 250 nm thick that they then stacked to create a 3D image. They added the colors to communicate depth. Their image won Nikon's annual photo micrography competition for 2012. Many of entries, which can be found at www.nikonsmallworld.com, have a similarity of serial equality. I'm going to show you. It's pretty awesome. I thought it was like, I seen it like while I was working, so I was like, oh my gosh. You know, when I work, I have to sometimes pack the boxes with newspaper, so sometimes I'll read it, and if it's something interesting, I'll cut it out, and then I'll read the rest of it later, because, you know, you can't read while you're working. But this is it. Where is it? Aww. Alright, hold on a second. I'm going to turn off one light so you can see it better. It's like a weird... It's like a whole bunch of lines and stuff. It's all pixelated. It's just a whole bunch of lines and stuff, like, but they're like neon-y. They kind of look like glow in the dark, you know, like black light. It's pretty wicked. I thought it was awesome. I was like, wow, cool. Crazy. What else did I find in the paper? These, mind you, these things, that was 2012, so some of these articles are like way old. I've been seeing commercials and stuff like that for this one. This one's March 27, 2013. I've been seeing commercials though for Cardi's Furniture, free furniture and free mattresses and free furniture and free mattresses if it's 98 degrees on July 4th, Thursday. If it's not 98 degrees, you receive 20% off your purchase amount towards your future purchase. If it's not 98 degrees or higher on July 4th. But if it is 98 degrees, you get free furniture. What the balls? That's what I'm talking about. You know, it would suck if it was 90 degrees on July 4th, because they would definitely, unless they're going out of business, I don't know about that. But if they are going out of business, that's crazy. That's a crazy blowout sale. I also found a recipe, which I'm gonna try for, I don't know, I think I've tried asparagus like a couple of times. It tastes alright, I guess, but it's an asparagus mint and ricotta tartlets. And they look like this. And the recipe includes a sheet of ready rolled all butter puff pastry, but I would probably use something like a crispy, because I would like, you know, that toasty crunch, delicious. 8 ounces of ricotta, 3/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, finely grated zest of 1 lemon, 8 asparagus spears, olive oil for brushing, sea salt, and freshly ground pepper. I probably won't put that pepper because I don't like pepper. Mint leaves to serve. Mint leaves is good, I guess, because that'll counteract the asparagus. But it looked pretty good. Like, this is the black and white picture that they show you with the recipe and stuff, but they also show you a colored one, so that's good. And it looks really delicious. So I want to try it. I also seen this funny little comic book, The Non Sequitur by Wiley, sorry. And it says, well, you can read it. I'm just gonna hold it. Or I'll read it to you from here. It says, this is crazy. Wait, so every advancement of history came from your planet Lars? Afraid so. Going from the horse and buggy to the moon landing in the 70 years ago. You thought humans do that alone? The only thing you talking monkeys have done on your own is turn all of the benign knowledge of into weapons. Or, then she thinks to herself, does that make you guys the slow learners? Really? Really? Not helping. Oh, and rationalization, talking monkeys have that nailed. I thought it was hilarious, so I had to watch it. Plus, the alien looks so weird. What else did I see? Oh, I thought this girl was really pretty. I was like, she's gonna remind me of myself. So I was like, oh, let me get a picture. Let me flip that girl out. I thought this was funny. I think it's a little messed up because I'm not much into politics, but every now and then they put a really funny, weird, like they try to connect politics with like entertainment of today. So then they put, I don't like what it's saying because it's a little messed up, but I think it's hilarious that they use that reference, you know what I'm saying? It says, we're out of ammo. Click, click. Still not a crisis. And that's Obama. And then it says The Walking Dead. I thought this part was funny. I don't know about Obama or anything like that. I think he's like trying real hard, but it's really hard to get anything done in this country. Then again, in this whole universe, it's kind of been hectic lately. But I thought it was funny because, you know, get it? Walking Dead. I thought it was hilarious. And the other day I donated $1 to the freaking, helping a teen graduate, Foundation for Teens. And they gave me a free coupon for a free seasonal beef crunchy taco. I thought that was nice. I usually just give to give, you know, and then they give you a paper and you sign your name and you're like, oh, I gave, you know what I'm saying? But then they gave me a free taco and I was like, awesome sauce. But, what else do I got over here? Oh, what did I buy over here? Hold on, let's see what I got in here. What is in this bag? Apparently some old liquid eyeliner. No, nothing important. Oh. We'll get some more newspaper clippings, shall we? Now, I'm not Jewish, but I thought these were awesome. Like, sparkling gifts for Hanukkah. This was December 2, 2012. Mind you, all these publications are from the Providence Journal. Yeah, that's all we gotta say. But, look at these awesome little necklaces and stuff like that. They're pretty awesome. I thought they were brilliant. Especially if you're Jewish, you know? And they have these other ones. Like a bracelet. These little trinkets. They were awesome. I was like, I kind of wanted to buy some, but then people would think I was Jewish, and that would probably be offensive. I don't know, to somebody. Because somebody always gets offended randomly. Doesn't have anything to do with them, but somebody will eventually in this world get offended. I don't know. But, yeah, what else do I gotta talk about? I don't know. Shall I... What is this? Why are these pictures here? Anyways. I'm gonna put myself tiny. I'm gonna sign on to my YouTube account. I'm gonna tell you my password. Just kidding. Luckily, it's not one of those like phone keyboards or something like that. So then you'd be like beep beep beep, and you'd be like, oh, so that is her password, and I'd be like, oh shit. So, what the balls? Okay. So there's a scandal in my family right now. Because my cousin Kiana posted a video of me and my family dancing, and my sister said not to post it, but she posted it anyways. But my sister's not mad, but she's not happy either. But yeah, that's it. Maybe I'll sing a song for you. But what should I sing? Listen to my buttons, babe. I don't even know. I've just been listening to a lot of 90s music. That's my thing. I love the 90s. 90s were the best. I'm gonna keep repeating it. I'm trying to bring it back. Because, come on. We went through the little... It's more like a circulation of fashion and, you know, entertainment and all that jazz. It's like a circulation. Like, in the freaking 50s... Well, it started in the 20s. Don't forget. With like mobsters and flappers and all that jazz. Get it? But yeah, it was like a very fashionable thing to dress the way that they dressed. Then it was the 30s and 40s were like around the same. When the 50s hit, then it was more like, you know, bebop and, you know, jukebox and all that stuff like that. Then 60s and 70s came, you know, peace, you know, war. There was all kinds of crazy stuff going on, you know, but it was like a funky psychedelic world. And then the 80s came, and it was like with blasted colors, and it was like get it, like, you know, all over the place. Like, it was crazy also, like with breakdancing and all that stuff. Like, it was crazy. And then the 90s came, and it was like a recycle. They were like, you know what? Let's bring it back to the peace, love, and, you know, error. But without the war part. I mean, I think there was probably a war going on in the 90s, but I don't remember. I know it was a good decade for me, because I was young, and, you know, I was carefree, and there was, like, so many things that I, you know, I was growing, you know, and I had so many dreams and ideals, and you know, I was still pure and all that stuff. You know, I'm still pure now. Like, I still have my positive mentality, but I still have, you know, the things that I know. You know, like I'm not naive and stuff like that. I haven't really. It's crazy, but yeah. So then it was like a recyclement. And now, like, since the 90s was over, 2000 hit, and it was like a 2000s, and 2000s to 2010s, around there, like, it hit back to the 80s, and then everybody's wearing 80s clothing and stuff like that. Like, oh, let's put some, you know, Michael Jackson red jacket, you know what I'm saying? They're going all crazy, like, with some crazy funky stuff on their shirts and stuff, and neon colored jeans, and all kinds of crazy stuff. But I'm waiting for is for the 90s to come back, which is the original 70s, which is awesome, because if that comes back, I'm gonna bring it back for sure. But it'll be a very, I think it will be very, it won't, it will never be the same. It will never be the same as the original, but I think it will be quite, quite a trip. But I just can't wait for it, you know. I think it will be nice for the world to, you know, care about each other more, so that to be like, you know what, let's not fight. We have a difference of opinion, let's move on, you know, and then we'll just continue to do our thing, you know what I'm saying? Be friendly enemies. I don't know. It was groovy. Groovy 70s. Groovy 90s. Sounds fantastic. It was brilliant. Brilliant year. Brilliant decades. Plus, I mean, to think of the fashion, like, it was awesome sauce. Like, just thinking about it, like, it's crazy. Like, the makeup was, like, all, like, funky. It was, like, well, they didn't have, in the 70s, they had more eyeliner, I think. In the 90s, they had less, but they had more eyeshadow, and it was fierce. And then they had, like, lip liner in the 90s. Did I say in the 90s? Did I say in the 70s, 70s? You know what I meant. In the 70s, they had eyeliner. It was, like, the eyeliner thing. Like, they had these eyeliners, and then they had, like, you know, the line eyeliners. Like, they had, like, fake eyelash eyeliners. They had, like, eyeshadows and stuff like that, but not as much as the 90s. 90s was all about the eyeshadow, and it was all about the, you know, fin look and stuff like that, with the metallics and the lip liner and the metallic lipstick would make you look sexy. And it was just fierce. They were both fierce. Without one, there wouldn't be the other. Anyways. But that's just me. I'm just a positive person stuck in a negative world. And I want to change it. And I believe I can change it. And it may take a couple of days, a couple of months, a couple of years. But I think I can do it. And if you're willing to change it with me, I sound like a president. If you're willing to change it with me, vote for Merrily. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going for president. I would not want that. Like, it's horrible. That's like a horrible responsibility to be the president. Too many problems, too many issues placed on your shoulder, and people expect you to know what to do. And I'm sorry, but there is no way that this is gonna get fixed. You can't vote for somebody. That sounds like anarchy. Ooh. You can't vote for somebody to fix your problems. You need to fix your own problems. You are your own solution. Isn't that from, like, Bridesmaids? Yeah, I think it's from Bridesmaids. I think that's from Bridesmaids. You're your problem, Annie. but you're also your solution. That's what she said to the girl in the movie. But I'm just saying, don't blame the president, even though sometimes is the president is looking out for your best interest, but sometimes they just don't know what's good for you, you know what I'm saying? So when they try to help, sometimes they make it worse. But I'm not saying any specific presidents here, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I am not going down that road. I am not going down that road. But yeah, I just want a happier, carefree, stable country. So if I have to, I don't know, give up something, to help for the greater good, then I'll do it. But I will have to say this. I'm a strong believer, and maybe in a few years, a few decades or something like that, money will have no value. And then people will learn that money isn't everything. I don't think it is. So maybe I'm careless with my money, I like to spend it. I'm kind of like Hello Dolly. That was a good movie with Barbara Streisand. I'm a movie fanatic. I'm a crazy movie lover. But yeah, in the movie, Dolly likes to spread her money. Well, her husband's money. She likes to spread her husband's money, and then she loses her husband because he dies, sad face. But then she goes to get a new husband who doesn't really want to be her husband at first, but then realizes that with her schemes and stuff, that he really needs her and that he misses her and that he loves her. And then he's like a stingy, cheapskate guy. And then he eventually says like a saying that her old husband used to say, that she said, "Give me a sign, my old husband. Let me know that this is a man worth, marrying." And then he says something along the lines of, money should be circulated. It should be spread throughout the world, stuff like that. Like, instead of just being like in your safe or in your pocket, I mean, it's good to have a security, but money isn't everything. That's what I'm saying. For me, I'm not gonna die to give a homeless man $1. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what that homeless man does with that dollar. He could go and buy some booze. He could go and buy some drugs. He buy a sandwich, buy a pair of socks or something. That's on him. Once I give him that dollar, I know that I've done my part and I helped, and whatever he chooses to do with that dollar, is the guilt is on him, not on me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna die for $1. I'm not gonna die for $10, $20. I'm not gonna die for $1,000. I'm not gonna die for $1,000,000. Like, it's not gonna happen. Like, for me, value of money is nothing compared to the value of character, the value of a person's, soul, and I don't know, the well-being of a person. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't think I could be like, I'm not saying that in this world they're saying that money is what makes the world go round, and I want to change that, because I'm not trying to bring down the system or anything like that. That sounds crazy. But I just I want people to see, there's more priceless things in life than, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that, you know, I don't use money or that, you know, money isn't good or anything like that. I'm just saying it's not everything. Take it as you will. I'll stand by it through and through, and that's it. That's all I can say on that matter. Let's change the subject to a lighter tone. But yes, let's talk about something else, shall we? Let's talk about that's not what we're going to talk about. Let's talk about all the rain that we're having here, you know, and where I'm at. That's crazy. It's good. It's really good. I mean, we were in a drought like a year or two ago, so it's really good that we're getting that water, you know. I mean, it's not good if we get too much, because I think it causes flooding in the crops and stuff like that, and where would you get your produce, you know, if there's no, like, nothing's growing because it's too flooded, the soil and stuff like that. But I'm thinking that I'm getting a phone call from my father right now, and hello, I'm recording a YouTube video. Why? You? Oh, you bought some chicha from? Alright, I'll eat some later. Thank you, bye. Talk about my dad. Why not? Me and my dad have had the craziest relationship that it's been like bipolar, I could say. On and off, on and off, on and off. Multiple times we've gone through, like, whether or not he's a good father, whether or not I'm a good daughter, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, whether I want him in my life when I move out, whether I don't, you know, whether I want him to walk me down the aisle, you know, whether I want to call him father, you know. I've never called him by anything other than daddy, but, you know, I don't know, sometimes I think, you know, it's better that if we're just strangers, but sometimes I love him so much and I miss him, and I just thinking of life without him would be horrible. And I don't admit that a lot, and he doesn't say it a lot either, but I'm sure he feels the same way. But he's a good dad. I'm a good daughter too, but he's a good dad. Whether, you know, he knows how to put it in words, whether he knows how to show it, he's a good dad. And he may not have chose the right things or made the right choices in life, and sometimes he didn't choose the right choice of words and said things that he probably didn't mean, or that he did mean and that were just mean. But he's a good dad. I've said some things that I wish I could take back, and then I've said some things that I just don't want to take back, and I will never take it back. But everybody does that. Everybody says some things that they don't mean to say, and everybody says things that they really mean to say, and they will not change their word on. And it's a love and hate relationship. I try to keep it more positive than not, because you just get tired of all the fighting. I've been fighting with him for all my life. So, you know, You get to a point in your life where you're like, I don't want to fight no more. I'm not even gonna speak in an angry tone. I'm not gonna speak with attitude unless he's being like super mean and malicious. And as long as I don't expect anything from him, or you know, ask anything from him, he's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. My mom, on the other hand, she's a little testy. I love my mom. I love my dad. But I love my mom a lot. Everybody knows I love my mom. I tell my mom I love her, I don't even know how many times. I hug her, Um, Sometimes it seems that I'm not grateful for things that she does for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I act like a jerkhole sometimes when she asks me for like a favor or something like that. But that's only because like every time she asks me for something, I'm in like not a good place. I'm a little moody. But maybe I'm just a J-hole. I don't know. I need to work on it. Everybody's got to work on something. Nobody's perfect. But yeah, she's cool. She made me a strong woman that I am today. Strong, as in, muscles, strong. Well, my dad made me into the strong muscle girl that you see today, because my dad was always like, I'm the, boy, I'm the son that he probably never had, or whatever. What did I say? Probably never had. Like, he never had. I'm the son that he never had. But he sees me as his son. That's what I meant to say. Like, I try to put it like that, but it's like hard to put it like that. And like, we fix cars together, and we do all kinds of masculine things. We watch like UFC and stuff like that. It's like little things, But yeah, like whenever we had to do some heavy lifting or something like that, I was always there, and my dad was always like, "Do it, you can do it." And like when I used to work with him at his old job, and at our old job, I would like go to lift a heavy thing, and the girls from the job would be like, "What are you doing? That's man's work. Don't do that. No, you're gonna strain yourself." And I was like, what do you mean? I lift TVs, and I don't mean the flat screens that we have today. I mean the big bulky ones that we used to have from back in the day. I lift TVs, I lift bureaus, I lift desks, beds. Frick it, I pushed a car once. But yeah, like I'm a phenomenal woman. I'm strong, and I shouldn't have to depend on a man to do my dirty work. I mean, it's nice if he does it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, out of a gesture of kindness, so you don't have to do it. I'll do it for you. But I can do it. And I will do it if I have to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to force a man to do it. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. So he made me into the strong, physical female that you see today. My mom half and half. More like 75. He did 75. My mom did like, no. Okay. He did 60 and my mom did 40. My mom did the most in the brain work. She was like, even though some of her things are still like, I don't know, she's a little twisted, because, she's a strong, woman, but at the same time she has like really strong morals, where sometimes for me, they don't go for me. Like, she's fine with gay people, she loves gay people, but she doesn't believe that they should get married. She believes that that's a man and a woman thing, but I think everybody should get married. I don't give a shit. That's my beliefs on that. And she believes sometimes that women, she says that women are lower than men, you know. Mind you, my mom's weird. She'll never be below a man, but yet sometimes she says that, man will always have that upper hand. She said that men are stupid sometimes, but yet sometimes, I don't know. She's all over the place, but I love her. She's awesome. She's a good person, like you and me. She's just a regular person. She's quirky and awesome. And I'm not gonna, label her for like the beliefs that she has. That's my mom's beliefs. That's it. I have my own beliefs. And the whole point of this is that she made me into the mental woman, that strong woman, that in movies. Then the Spice Girls. Music, movies, anything, any women that were strong in my life that I could observe from, that I could idolize and, not put on a pedestal, but like look up to. They made me into the strong woman. That and myself. Can't just be what you see. You have to believe and you have to work on it. But y'all. So yeah, I'm a strong girl. Don't mind. I mean, don't mind. Don't get me wrong, I meant to say. I cry from time to time. I get emotional from time to time. But I'm learning, I feel like I see it as a weakness for me, you know? I've always seen it, like, whenever I cry in front of somebody or something like that, I see it as a weakness. But if somebody else cries for some reason, I don't see it as a weakness at all. And I think that they should do it, whatever, like, you do it. You do what you need to do. You let it out. And I always find myself, when I'm crying in front of people or something like that, when I can't control it or whatever, I find myself apologizing, and I'm like, I'm so sorry you had to see this, It's, I don't know, maybe there's something wrong in my brain, a screw loose or something. But I think I'm learning little by little that you get stronger. You get stronger when you let it out. And for me, I get stronger when I let it out. Because then once I'm done crying, once I'm done with my little, rant or whatever, my little monologues that I like to do on my own while I'm crying, I like to make like little speeches to myself. Whenever I'm done with that, I always feel like I've splashed some water on my face. I feel like my cheeks are swollen, but everything's like refreshed. Take a deep breath, and I take on the world. Strongly, fiercely, and I put my jams on, and I pump up the volume, and I do whatever the hell I need to freaking do to overcome whatever I need to overcome. But girl. So, I keep looking at my teeth, and they look so white. And I think the whiteness is just like crazy because you can't even see like the gaps in between. But anyways, I think that would be good for like a girl campaign, like, when they say like, oh, you're a tiger, you're a wild tiger, baby, when you're taking shots and like photographs and stuff like that. I think it would be good. I'll be like, yeah, it's funny. I don't know, I'm a weirdo. But then again, I have like a weird cat face. It's not like a cat because cats are, I don't know. I don't know how to explain this. Cats are more, I'm like a cat meets wolf. I'm a hybrid because I have the wolf teeth, like werewolf teeth, but at the same time I have cat-like features. Oh, and I love my ears. And I have a very strong jawline. Good for like modeling, like makeup and stuff. Very dramatic. But also like the hero's jawline. I also have the hero's shoulder muscles. Ooh, I just ripped my shirt like the Hulk. But I also have that, and strong shoulders. Sometimes I'm embarrassed of them because they're like so broad, and when you meet a guy and you like a guy, you don't want him to tell you that you have man shoulders. So you're like trying to be as feminine as possible, but it doesn't work. I don't mind. Like, I have my feminine qualities and I have my masculine qualities, and sometimes my masculine qualities override my feminine qualities, but that's just who I am, and people love me for it, so there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, ooh. This lighting is beautiful. Just in case you don't notice, this is what I'm working with. This awesome new lamps that I got. I was looking for a lamp that would, I have two of them, one on each side. I'm like a president. Cheers! No. But anyways, yeah, I got them from Target. They were 20 bucks each. My sister thought I overpaid, but I don't really care because they're what I want. I wanted a lamp without a lampshade. That's pretty much it. I wanted the light to come direct. I wanted direct light to make the room bright. And I got that by buying these because they have holes in them, like a hole design, so you can see the bulb, you know what I'm saying? And it's brighter. Yeah, it's crazy. It's awesome. I love it. Plus, they're small enough to put on my desk, like I liked, like I wanted. And they have these. One of the clickers, so you don't have to go inside the lamp and like push a button to turn it off. You just pull on the little cord, this beautiful little ball cord, cha-chang, and then the lamps are off. All bets are off. Ah, let there be light. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I look younger and fresher. I don't normally look this good, but these lights are awesome. Anyways, I'm going on a rant. If I think of more interesting things to talk about, or if I want to do like a makeup tutorial or a game tutorial or singing, I'll keep you posted. But until then, vast emptiness. Whoever YouTube viewers, I'm pretty sure is the only person that's watching this is my friend Scott. Maybe my friend Carlos. That's pretty much, I don't know, if there's anybody else out there that is watching these videos that last long, watching these 43-minute videos, or the 2-minute ones that I make, you know, send me a line, tell me what do you want from me, and please keep it PG. I mean, I'm willing to do all kinds of crazy stuff, but like if you want me to teach you to do something, or you want me to test something on me, but I'm not trying to, like, you know, take my clothes off or something like that. I don't do that. Not that I have anything problem with strippers, you know, that's a lifestyle. You do that, you know what I'm saying? I'm no judger. I don't judge. You do it, girl, and you work that pole, you know what I'm saying? That's the way you gotta make your money. You do it. There is no shame. I wouldn't do it because, you know, I'm not that comfortable. But I'll probably get into a nudist beach or something. I don't know. We're going off topic, and I'm definitely going off. So I'm going to stop this at 45 minutes exact. Bye. waiting.